This what happened when I think about you. I get in my feelings, yeah. I start reminiscing, yeah. Next time around, fuck, I want it to be different, yeah. Waiting on a sign, guess it's time for a different prayer. Lord, please save her for me. Do this one favor for me. I had to change my play of ways, got way too complicated for me. I hope she's waiting for me. Everywhere she go, they playing my songs. That's why I say the things that I say that way. I know you can't ignore me, but yeah. So give me all of you in exchange for me.
Hi friends, and happy Halloween. It is currently October 29th when I'm filming this. You guys will probably be seeing it
the 30th, no?
on Halloween. No, it's the 29th.
Okay.
It's technically the 28th, but it's 2 a.m. So now it's the 29th. And I mean, as you can hear, it's absolutely downpouring outside. We've got our jack-o'-lanterns in the back.
Yeah, they're like protecting the candles from the rain.
I know, I wasn't sure if they'd be able to like stay really lit with the rain, but...
Your pumpkins came out actually so good. Like, I'm amazed by
I'm pretty impressed by them too, honestly, because I just drew that on there in Sharpie and then cut it out real quick.
The eyes came out so good on that one.
They look really sharp, but I was concerned that like the lines would kind of get lost in the weedly eyes, but...
I think they look really good.
I love them. I feel like as a kid I used to make like the jack-o'-lanterns, but we wouldn't light them or like I don't know.
Yeah, my family never did either.
It's like
that's the best part, I think, though.
Yeah, such a vibe. I'm obsessed. I would do that year round.
Just for decoration.
Yeah.
I thought they looked so good out on the porch.
I hope you guys can hear us out here. I've got my mic and it's pretty good normally.
Yeah.
But the rain's loud.
It's not like downpouring, but...
The gutter is like right behind us, and it's like trickling down like the side of the house. I feel like you can hear it really good, but it's like peaceful and calming. And with it being, with it being 2 a.m., it's a little like spooky. Like you could take it either way. Like it could be cozy, it could be spooky. And we're about to take a little spooky turn for sure, because I asked you guys on Instagram for any paranormal or spooky experiences that you guys would want to share. We are switching sides apparently because I keep blocking that damn jack-o'-lantern, but I asked you guys for your paranormal, spooky experiences to send me any, stories, pictures, videos, whatever you guys have and want to share, and we will just kind of digest with y'all all together, and
Did you get a good amount of responses?
There were some good ones that I saw. I haven't really read them. You guys DM'd me like books, like a really long paragraph, and when I saw that, I just assumed it was like a spooky story because I don't typically get like paragraphs and paragraphs and paragraphs. It's just, a story is not easy to explain in text. It normally does end up quite long.
Yeah.
So we've got a couple like very large stories to pull apart. So I'm excited to get into it because I don't feel like everybody has a spooky experience. Like,
yeah, I definitely don't have any that are like too crazy.
That's what I'm thinking. Like if you were to ask me, like I don't have videos or pictures of any things. I've like caught things out of the corner of my eye like continuously in similar spots where I'm like, that has to be something's going on.
When I was a kid one time, my family was having some sort of event and my cabinet door like opened a couple inches and then closed. I don't know.
Strange.
My dad was like, it was probably airflow or whatever, which is definitely impossible. But
the first time something in my house happened, like my sister like opened the door that comes in through the garage, and all of a sudden all the doors down the hall slammed, but it's because it is like a wind tunnel, like an air tunnel. It just, the pressure goes right through the hall, and it happens. But I remember I was so shook.
That happens at my parents' house too. Like I don't know, but
I'm excited to read your guys' experiences and see what y'all have, because no matter how little, it's like some things, it's like it just sits with you wrong. You'll think about it 1,000 times, and you're like, it doesn't make sense. Like what? There's got to be. But like, let me know your opinions. If you're a full-on skeptic, or if you like full-on believe in like everything, or what you believe in, what your ideas are.
I think the mediums, like the really good mediums, that's crazy.
I think I believe what a lot of them stereotypically are saying about like the afterlife and passing on.
I definitely am a believer.
Yes, me too, 100%. I'm not very much of a skeptic. I'm very gullible in that sense, I guess.
I've seen too much proof.
I have it's too much stuff that that's undeniable to me. I'm so excited. Also, before we get into this, I got a little blunt rolled up, an Al Capone.
A little bit more than a little blunt.
She's thick.
Not bad.
I'm excited to spark this. I haven't had a blunt in so long. They're kind of special occasion. I quit smoking nicotine, like vaping, a super, super long time ago.
Yeah.
And I still smoked blunts. I don't find these to be addictive to me. A lot of people are like, oh, tobacco gives me such a head rush. I don't really, this could be a joint. I wouldn't really know, like, I wouldn't feel a physical difference from it being tobacco versus paper for me. I've also smoked tobacco before, plenty, you know. But yes, some people get headaches. Some people love taking chops. Like, I don't know.
I don't think I've ever even had a chop. Like,
I haven't
maybe
either.
even high school, but it's been so long.
I had a friend that used to, like, religiously try to pressure me into taking chops. And it was just like, I already vaped. I didn't need to be doing that. I was like, no. He didn't vape. He was so against vapes, but then would do that. It was crazy to me. But I love a special occasion blunt. Blunts have always been my favorite. They smoke for so long, you don't have to relight them. I've just always been a blunt girl at heart. And Al Capone reached out to sponsor today's video. And if you've been here for a while,
we've loved Al Capone
you
for
know,
so long.
yes, they found me because I did a video on them, like no sponsor, just because it was like, everybody loves a backwood, right? Like the idea of having a fat blunt, but backwoods suck, and I like hate to say that. Like they taste good and whatever, but like
so
you buy a pack and there will be like maybe like 2 usable ones, whereas these are like there's never like a miss. There's never.
Backwoods always take the most too. You're like performing surgery just to get your blunt rolled.
No,
it's crazy.
It's like there might be one ideal wrap in the whole pack, and it's like they're expensive. Whereas these, they come with a glue strip. They're already gutted. Like it's just so ideal.
If anything gives me a head rush, it's fucking licking the backwoods like 50 times. That's awful.
Times. I literally licked this one time just to seal down the mouthpiece real good, and it like perfectly sealed. Amazing.
Isn't this a new strain to us?
Yeah, we have Mellow Z is what's in here.
From Society Seed.
Yes, one of you guys recommended El Chivo. And I've been trying to get it. The last 2 times that they've been sold out, they're like, our stock is wrong.
We actually just went to the dispo today and picked up a couple new strains.
One of my next videos is going to be a dispo haul.
Kind of chilly out here. I could use like a little fire.
It is. Look at this. My house coat. I was hoping the jack-o'-lanterns would like give us some heat, but they're too far away for that.
15 feet away. Little tea light candles.
Do you have the lighter? I know you were lighting up the candles. Let me know what y'all are smoking on if you're smoking with us.
I'm excited. My edibles are like lightly hitting. So like the blunt's just gonna take me downstream. I don't ever have good analogies. I feel like my analogies on camera are always crazy.
Sometimes I swear I'll be editing and I'm like finishing my own sentence before I finish it, and then I finish it like some fucking stupid ass way. I'm like, who would say that? Like, why would you say that? Like, the camera makes you think strange.
Backwards. It's not okay.
They always light up so good too. What?
Yeah.
Shout out to Al Capone.
You can tell it lit up super evenly.
They've got 3 flavors: original, cognac, and rum.
Okay. Is that their only 3 flavors?
I think so. Yeah. They also sell like
tobacco wraps with tobacco.
Yeah, like they actually sell the stuff too, but like
little cigars.
As me, a weed smoker, or if you want to roll your own tobacco in there, I'll at least pick those up. Oh damn, she hit back.
Cool is nice. Those are good flavors though to me. Like the original cognac and rum are like really good OGs.
They're not like overwhelmingly like fruity. Like they're not like changing the flavor of your weed.
They all kind of taste original. Like none of them are too different.
Very mellow like flavors. I like them a lot. Mild, if you will.
Hitting really nice.
I know we haven't had a blunt in so long. It's such like a novelty. Damn, I'm coughing. Just like accidentally inhaled like your off smoke. It went right in my.
It's almost worse because like off smoke kind of takes you by surprise.
This says there's a white shadow of a man the same height as her in the mirror. And I will blow the picture up on the screen so you guys can see. And I'm gonna blow this up on my phone so we can see.
I see that.
I can definitely see like an arm, a face, like.
There's a whole figure there, no doubt. That's creepy as hell.
Yeah. Very interesting to be able to capture it on camera, because I feel like there's somebody I see walk behind me all the time in the mirror, like just like that. Like it's anytime I'm in my bathroom, I'll catch something in the corner of my eye behind me in the mirror, and I'm like.
Our bathroom has iffy vibes.
I know.
Iffy vibes. Smoking really well. I'm like chiefing through it probably on camera.
That's crazy.
That figure was figuring.
This says, the plant has been there since we moved in. Literally has never fallen. And for it to fall, you would have actually had to apply pressure, like put pressure on it. Mm-hmm. This picture is so creepy. Laugh my ass off. So their plant was just randomly on the floor. Or, you know, I don't know if it fell while they were home or while they were gone, but I would ask if you have cats, but...
Yeah, faulty stand.
Probably not if you don't expect things to be knocked over. That's chaotic. I would definitely feel some sort of way if I came home and my shit was out of place, like if my bong just randomly was like on the ground. I have had something like that happen.
Yeah. We were like asleep in the room when that happened.
One of my bongs was in my closet, and I just woke up to it broken in like a puddle of its own water. And I was
we had friends over, but they would not do something like that.
They would have definitely just told me. It was like a $30 piece. I'm not like...
I think we would have known too.
Yeah, I feel like you hear when glass breaks, but that's extremely interesting. Oh, I already feel like I need to be like...
It's pretty lit up out here, but...
I guess let's read one of the longer ones. I grew up in an old house built in 1945. This story starts when my mom was up late one night. The way the house was set up, and you could see down the hallway to all the bedrooms from the living room couch. Okay, so kind of like the house I grew up in. You can like look down the hallway to most of the bedrooms. At the end of the hallway was the basement door. We always kept it open with a door stopper so my cats could use the litter boxes down there. Aside from that, the basement was unfinished and used for storage. My mom saw my young sister, probably 6 or 7 at the time, leave her bedroom in the middle of the night, walk down to the basement door. My mom called for her, and when she had opened the door to the bedroom, she never responded, only silently walked to the basement door and stepped inside. My mom got off the couch to follow my sister since there was no reason for her to be awake. Walking over to the door left open ajar, my mom called out for my sister again. No response. My mom fully opened the door to find nothing but empty stairs. Oh my gosh.
Hell no.
No. I would literally move. Guys, I should not be filming this outside the way I need a mirror out here. This says, we bought a house built in 1890 by the Amish. The now living room and office used to be used for funeral showings. Well, we did not know that when we bought the house. Ah, yeah. You gotta love when they don't have to legally disclose things. I know. Anyways, but we just knew the layout and all the doors were weird, but we fell in love with it right away. Fast forward to about 4 months into living here, and it's after midnight, and we hear 3 loud knocks on the door. More like banging on the door. My husband goes to check it out. I ran upstairs to hide because nothing good could be going on that late. True. He opens the door and goes, there's no one here. Oh no. Grab the gun. Oh.
Omar!
What?
Let me tell you something.
I'm gonna say one. You want me to do something?
Go home and get the gun.
I don't even want to talk about knocking, because we've had knocking on our window.
I know. I'm too scared for this shit, y'all. I live out in the fucking middle of nowhere. The history of the house isn't the only reason I think it was paranormal. It's only because there was no way we could have not heard a person walk onto the porch or off of it or see them drive away. Our porch is old and creaks loudly when you walk on it, and we live in the middle of a cornfield with a long driveway. We looked for a long time before giving up and calling it a night. I have a story kind of similar to that, like not as crazy as that. I guess we do have some really weird stories. Like these people's stories are bringing up our memory of like random shit. Like we don't live in the middle of a cornfield, but we live in the middle of like the woods type shit. And there's no like direct neighbors to us, like nobody that can really just like look in my house. Either way, we've had some like weird knocking on our windows and doors, and it's like nobody was out here, like cleared the area type shit. Like same thing, doesn't make any sense. Literally, like it was a whole thing.
Yeah,
I don't know. Everybody was like, did you dream it? Like, no, it was, I don't know, shared delusion then, if you will. Y'all got me creeped out on my toes. This says, my story won't fit in the question, but here it is. Honestly, I appreciate you guys so much for just DMing me, because I forgot that Instagram only lets you have like 100 characters maybe for like those little responses, and it's like you're assuming I'm just like asking something very basic, I guess, because they can't really share much.
Another hit before it's done.
Yeah, look, we're...
It's
literally
smooth. I feel like I haven't even been coughing that
I
bad.
know, it's nice.
That's really nice.
Love Al Capones. You guys, if you haven't tried them and you smoke like blunts, the best. I love
really
these
are.
so much. And they're fat. Like you can roll a fat blunt with them. I rolled like majority of the eighth into this, so.
Yeah, cool.
This one says, when I was a child, there was one time I was outside playing and went inside to get something. I went into the kitchen, see my sister's silhouette run into our living room and up the stairs into our bedroom.
Seems to be a
This
common
one's
phenomenon.
genuinely super similar to the other one. I just had to like look down and check if it was the same one. Y'all. Okay. I saw my sister's silhouette run into our living room and up the stairs into our bedroom, into our closet. I followed and ran into the closet and screamed boo, but she wasn't in there. My blood ran so cold. I went back outside and asked her if she went upstairs in the bedroom And she said no. I didn't tell her the story till years later.
I hate that feeling, like that gut-wrenching feeling.
Oh, it really is your blood running cold, like your heart stopping in its tracks. Like, we have some random stories that aren't even paranormal. Like, one time I know she is a roach. One time a helicopter showed up when we were smoking, like just smoking our like back in high school. This was so long ago. And it was so crazy because it was just a black helicopter. It didn't say anything on it, but it like looked like as if it would be like a police helicopter or something. And I'm like, my paranoid ass. But you were there. I was like, there's like, if nobody else was there, I feel like everybody would think I'm making it the fuck up. But they were so low. I thought they were going to emergency land. They were like right at the top of my treetop. I thought somebody was gonna throw down those rope ladders and like fucking come and like arrest me. And I'm like, why? Like, what is going on here?
I
like,
didn't know what the fuck was going on.
I was like, at the time, I was just like selling maybe an eighth to my friends out of the pound I picked up. Like, what are you coming for me for? You know, bro, chill. That's crazy.
Should we go inside?
Yeah, I guess since our blunt's gone, we can go inside and finish this.
Kinda cold in here.
I hope you guys can hear me good. I'll be super sad if the audio is not like super good.
I think it's gonna be good.
She says she has another story. Hey girl.
It's so huge.
We're back inside. I'm excited to see what else you guys got. I think I'm gonna eat an edible really quick first. River's sitting here tapping her toes, wondering which one of us is gonna scoot over. Come on, come on. She said, I can hardly fit, Mom. Returning on to the next story from the same person. Okay. Sometimes I feel like spirits will stay around you. Maybe not you specifically, maybe it's like a house and maybe you just happen to be moving into older areas that have extreme activity. You know, very, very active. Just like there's a lot of places you can go that are known to be like extremely haunted, where people have like crazy experiences very routinely. Consistent. Yeah, I don't know. There's whole ass like several different places and things that like mass casualties or like things happened and or prisons that are just majorly haunted. It's very interesting.
That one TikTok medium that went to the prison, that one was crazy. She said that some like lots of them were still working. Like, what the hell?
Hell no.
I'm not fucking working when I die.
That's for damn
What do you mean? What do you mean they were working?
This says, I was maybe 18 or 19 and my boyfriend and I had just moved into our first crappy one bedroom. It was a house turned into 3 apartments. We lived on the top floor. Our first month there, we would wake up to coldness and our front door was wide open, even though we locked it. We would wake up and it cuts off. We would wake up.
You just saved your area.
That's crazy. If I woke up to my, like, I would change the locks, like get deadbolt. I guess in apartments you can't even do that kind of stuff. If it was wide open in an apartment, I would probably assume it was a person before a spirit. Like I would be freaked out about person first. But the room being cold, I guess if it's cold outside. But like my like original thought would be probably to look for people. Yeah, I would definitely clear the house of like actual humans first. I'd be terrified. We would wake up to our wide open, and there was this one instance when my boyfriend woke up to knocks on our front door, and it was the cops telling him his locked car door was wide open at 3 a.m. And the last thing that ever happened, and we moved, was this night we were in bed, and my boyfriend was already asleep. I was faced towards him, faced away from the open room. I felt a light hand gently lay its hand on my back/shoulder. It gave me a chill and I ignored it and I pulled up the blanket, and when I moved I heard it run out of the room into the living room. This scared the crap out of me. We had a pretty squeaky living room floor and I heard something run across the room and into the bathroom. I'm so glad we don't live there anymore. Jesus. I'm glad you don't live there anymore too. That's wild. I would not want to live there. Hopefully nothing happens at your new place. I would not want that. No, I wouldn't want that for anybody. I think that was all of like the really long, like more in-depth stories. I've got some little like responses here. Like somebody said, I found out that I have a spirit attached to me since I was born, which is... They do attach to things. Yeah, I feel like they find things that are human-like. Like a lot of times they'll attach to like dolls or like things that... I don't know if it's things that resonate with them or what the criteria is for them to be like, yeah. I think a lot of us, like in the sense of like a guardian angel, like kind of spirits like looking over us that might be like attached to us, whether it be like previous like ancestors, like somebody in your family that you might not even know looking over you, like somebody random, like a complete other soul that like is compassionate or empathetic for what you're going through or like who you are and really likes you or whatever. This says my mom's trailer was on a burial ground and when she would shower she would hear crying and scratching. It's weird how it's always, not always like that, but a lot of times it's like one thing like sets it off, like a shower or like cooking. Like you start doing something and then it's like it rattles up.
I don't know. I wish we could learn about the history of like the land of everything we've been on. Like a lot of people live over burial grounds and they would just never know.
It's like for how long the Earth's been here, you'd think almost everywhere has. They're redoing my road right now and they ended up like halting it. It's been shut like for almost a fucking year now, like so long. And they found human remains and then they just figured out that they're like, they ancient. Sent them, yeah, they're like ancient. Like they sent them to like a crime lab or whatever and like did all that and found out that they're like, yeah, just old ancient burial ground type thing and just they weren't aware they were there. That's crazy. Like you are the city. How do you guys not know? It. Exactly. Like, how do y'all not know it's there? You guys built the bridge over it how many years ago now? You didn't check it out then? Somebody said, girl, I went to the Queen Mary and caught a photo in the most haunted room, B340. That's pretty much what I was saying. Like, the Haunted Mary is like one of those places where it's like known to be extremely haunted and people go to purposely experience things like that or try to experience something like that. That's crazy. I can imagine. I feel like those places are... I don't know. Hold on, let's look it up. I used to watch so many videos on YouTube, like back in like the OG YouTube days of people going to things like this, like trying to provoke spirits.
I've watched videos like that with you.
Experience the glamour of the golden age and travel the Queen Mary.
Long Beach. Isn't there like a hotel in California too?
It is a hotel. You can stay in the like cruise ship rooms. It says the Queen Mary transported over 15,000 men on voyages. Some were ill or injured from battles and war areas where the ship became a hospital on the water, with doctors and nurses treating the troops. After the war, the Queen Mary was returned to its status as a world-class transatlantic ocean liner. There were 49 recorded deaths. It's interesting that people like when I go to like a cemetery or burial ground, I assume most like spirits or most people buried there probably don't hang out there. Like that might not be their ideal spot. Like just because you're
really anything to do
that's what
there.
I'm saying. Just because you're buried somewhere, like I think you'd still hang out in the places you normally hang out, like your bedroom or like your house, you know, whatever. Go to places that are familiar to you, not a fucking like grave site that you've never been to before until this moment. Like I don't know. I just assume there aren't very many spirits lingering around there.
Your life
no. Like maybe dropping off flowers if you have a loved one that's passed, but most people don't just hang out for a super long time. I think that's where I'm gonna wrap up this video. We had a lot of good stories and like spooky little experiences, and
that was really cool.
I did too. I enjoyed it.
Hearing other people's experiences.
I think it's fun to share them too and just like hear what everybody thinks. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I've never really done one like this. Let me know what you guys like think of them. If you're a skeptic or a complete believer, I fully believe in a spiritual realm, obviously.
There's definitely something along those lines.
Drop a like if you enjoyed. So I know y'all want more videos like this. Subscribe if you're new and you haven't subscribed. I'd love to have you. Also, I want to say huge shout out to Al Capone for sponsoring today's video. And yeah, until my next one, peace. I love y'all. Stay safe out there.
Yeah, I got one lawyer, got one in that day, the only two, man. How many times have I told you the truth, man? How many nights I've been woke, swerving them potholes, not trying to fuck up the wheels or fuck up the deals. I'm posted in stock, home, it's me, the owls, and the twins, it's only the real.